Hey everyone, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com. Today we're taking a look at the Pacer Performance High 5 Truck Cab Light Kit. Now this is going to be styled after the 1988 through 2002 Chevy and GMC factory roof lights for your truck. So if you want to add some lights to a truck that didn't already have them, or maybe replace your existing lights with a different style, since these have that clear lens rather than the amber one, this is going to give you that option to do so. In addition to our lights, we'll also have all the hardware that we need to get this in place, so I'm going to go over that with you in a minute. The basic idea with these is that it's going to add a little bit more visibility for other drivers around us to see our truck as we're coming down the road. Gives us that big rig look as well, so it looks pretty cool. And you know, this isn't really going to give you lights that illuminate the area around you more. It just makes you more visible to other people. So I just want to illustrate that point. Now this kit comes with the incandescent amber bulbs for your lights. This kit's also available with everything else that you see here, just with the addition of LEDs in addition to the incandescent bulbs. And that part number is also available here at etrailer.com. It's going to be PP20-221C. And I would honestly suggest that one just because LEDs are typically going to last longer, be brighter, and take less power draw than your typical incandescent bulb. And if it were me, I just wouldn't want to have to ever change out those bulbs again once I have everything in place. But totally up to you. This kit's going to work out just fine. These bulbs are pretty common size. They're going to be T10-194 type bulbs. Again, they are in the amber color since that's typically what you want for this lighting application. We'll also get the sockets that those fit into that have the wiring coming off of there. So we'll have our red wire for power, black wire with the ring terminal already on there for ground, the quick splice connections to tie those into our length of wire that's going to go between all of our lights. Since your lighting or your electrical connection is going to be made inside the vehicle, these quick splice connectors will work out fine. Normally, when it's me, I typically want to switch those out for something a little bit nicer, but quick splices in this case are actually going to work out pretty well for you, since it'll just help you to crimp into that one line, since it's all kind of coming off of the vine here with that wire. In addition to that, we'll also have our fuse with our fuse of the inline fuse holder. You'll notice on the end of this wire and the other one that it has this little spade connection. That's to tie into the switch that the kit comes with. So you can bypass your wiring on your vehicle. The nice thing about that is that you're not voiding any warranties or doing any modifications to your factory setup, especially if you have a newer truck and you want to add these lights in. But typically, since this is going to be for a 1988 to 2002 style lights, you might not have that issue with the warranty. So if you want to wire it into your running lights and have everything come on with your lights as normal, that's totally something you can do. Just, you know, always be careful with that, and you might need an additional connector to make that wiring connection. If you want to use the switch that comes with the 2 screws to get that mounted up to the bottom of your dash, just slide it onto the 2 screws here, the little machine screws. You want to make sure that it's in an area that you can reach it easily while you're driving, but it's not going to obstruct your knees or your feet while you're hitting the pedals and things like that. It comes with the hardware to attach our lights, some little rubber grommets to go underneath the heads of those screws as they go in place to help keep out any water, debris. Again, if it was me, I would probably get some silicone sealant just for that extra protection. You don't want to have any water leaking in there. The rubber grommets and the rubber washers and this rubber grommet going around will probably do a pretty good job, but having a little silicone sealant will just give you that extra peace of mind. You can also find that here at etrailer.com if you want to pick some up. Just put a little dab on there, seal everything up, give you the warm and fuzzies. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like whenever these are illuminated. So I'm going to make my connections red to power and black to ground. And to get those bulbs in place, just kind of push them down and in. Whenever you're getting these little sockets in place, since this grommet or this rubber boot is pretty flexible, and this portion is also kind of flexible, it might take a little bit of patience to get it finagled in there, but it will go. It does fit in there nicely, and it should fit nice and flush. So turn on our power, you can see that comes on. and gives us that extra visible light on the top of our vehicle. I'm going to turn the lights out in the studio. You can see how bright that is. So again, it's not going to be lighting up the night, but it's just giving you that extra visibility to alert other drivers to your presence. It's going to be especially nice in inclement weather if you're going through a snowstorm, an area where there's a lot of fog, going through the mountains, encountering a lot of that kind of weather, snow, things like that. And it also just looks cool, so why not? Now, as far as the size of our lights, they're all going to be the same. So they're going to measure 5 3/4 inches long by about 2 7/8 or just under 3 inches wide, and then about 1.5 inches tall. The distance between our mounting holes, center to center, is roughly 4 1/8 inch apart between those two. So if you're replacing factory lights, as long as the distance between those is about 4 1/8, you should be good to just reuse that hole. Otherwise, you might have to do some drilling into your vehicle. But that's pretty much going to do it for our look at the Pacer Performance High 5 Truck Cab Light Kit for your Chevy and GM trucks. Of course, these are a universal fit, so you can put them on just about any truck out there, but they do have that factory look of the GM trucks. Hope this video has been helpful, and thanks for watching.